We live in the era of the disposable. Everything is designed to be used and thrown away. Our phones, our clothes. I mean, have you seen the mounds of fast fashion piling up in the third world countries? But lately, this discard culture has leaked into our hearts. We've traded relationships for situationships. We want the connection, but we're terrified of commitment. We want to show only the highlights while keeping the B-roll hidden. We're ghosting people because peopling takes too much out of us. We've turned the human soul into a commodity. Hi, I'm Jay, and this is part 4 of Nothing New Under the Sun. Today we're talking about hookup culture, not so much as a moral lecture, but as a modern manifestation of an ancient hollow worship. The situationship is an exchange where we sacrifice the long-term stability of an intimate relationship for the short-term comfort of another. Though this modern movement of sexual freedom and liberation began in the 60s, this type of behavior is nothing new under the sun. In the ancient world, this type of behavior was done in the service of cults, pagan fertility gods, and of course, pleasure. They worshiped gods like Ashtoreth, which focused entirely on the pleasure and wickedness of the moment, without any regard for the personhood of others. No different than today, sexual encounters were about what you can get and not what you can give. When we treat people as disposable, we are essentially returning to that Moloch spirit I mentioned in part 1. We're using the vulnerable as currency for our own pleasure. We are burning the future of a real family in order to secure a night of fun. God has seen this hollowed out love before. In the Bible, God gave a prophet named Hosea a heartbreaking assignment. Go marry a woman who will be unfaithful to you. Her name was Gomer. She was the original ghost. She kept walking away into the void of other lovers, searching for a piece she couldn't find. She treated herself as disposable, and eventually, she ended up on an auction block, literally a commodity to be bought and sold. Though she gained much pleasure, in the end, she lost everything. But Hosea didn't de-influence her or walk away in apathy. God told him to buy her back, to pay the price for someone the world had already swiped left on. A woman deep in sin with a debt she couldn't repay, but someone comes along and paid that debt on her behalf. Starting to sound a little familiar, right? Jesus was among the apostles when the Pharisees brought a woman who was caught in adultery. They told him that by the law she was to be stoned. Jesus didn't deny the custom of the time. Instead, he asked, "If any of you is without sin, cast the first stone." The crowd that was present dropped their stones and walked away. So did the Pharisees. Only Jesus and the woman remained. He said to her, "Where are your accusers?" She said, "Gone." Finally, he said, "Neither will I condemn you. Go and sin no more." This world may obsess over the disposable lie, but the gospel is the undisposable truth. Jesus didn't enter into a situationship with us, but stood in the gap and paid the penalty to buy us back from the auction block of our own sin. He saw our ugly truth and offered forgiveness instead of condemnation. In the world system, you sacrifice the person for the pleasure. In the gospel, God is sacrificed to give you life. So, the next time you feel the urge to ghost or treat someone as fast fashion destined for the dump, remember that there are no disposable souls. Don't just walk away from the intimacy in fear. Make sure you're walking toward the one who has already settled the debt for you. If you're ready for the finale, part 5 is where it all comes together. Transhumanism and our final attempt to become the unpunished powerful. Until next time, remember, there's an explanation for everything. Let's find it together, and I'll see you at the next one.